Okay, so here we have the bench press. We primarily use this either as an integration exercise or an activation exercise, just basically because more than one joint is being used with the shoulder and the elbow joints. Now, as you know, we promote full body tension, but with this exercise, the emphasis is going to be on the pectorals or the chest area. Now, if you want to do the bench press effectively, there are several different factors that we need to keep in mind and take into consideration, even though it looks a simple exercise. And in theory, the movement is simple. But to break it down and teach the bench press effectively, there's lots to consider. Firstly, before lifting the bar off the rack, you want to make sure that the bar is directly underneath your eyes as you take your position on the bench. Now, the wideness of the grip is going to be completely dependent on what area of the chest you want to work and also the individual. But we tend to encourage to use a grip a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. From there, you then want to lift the bar up and bring it to a position where your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrists are stacked on top of each other for maximum stability. Now, before you start actually completing the movement, you want to retract your shoulder blades down into the bench. That's going to allow the chest to lift up and allow us to actually target and isolate that area. However, before we start completing reps, we want to make sure that we're forcing our hips into the bench and we're forcing our feet into the floor for maximum stability throughout the body and maximum tension. Now, as you're descending and as you're bringing the bar down towards your chest, you want to have the intention that you're trying to snap the bar like a twig. That movement or that intention is to stay on throughout the movement for each and every rep. Now, as you're pushing the bar back up and as you're ascending back to the start position, you want to have the intention that you're trying to bring your hands closer together. Although your hands aren't moving, you want to have that intention on the bar. That's going to ensure that we have maximum contraction through the pectoral muscles, not only through the weight that we're using and the bar, but also we're creating extra tension in there by the intention that we're having. Once you've finished your prescribed amount of reps, you want to safely re-rack the bar before moving on.